Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Diagramming English. In this episode, we're learning about expletives. We're going through Henley's first year Latin. This is from chapter 3. Let's jump in. There are dangers in the forest. So first of all, we'll parse and diagram this sentence, or we'll parse this sentence and then I'll show you how to diagram expletives. So the subject of this sentence is dangers. Subject of the sentence, nominative case. The verb is are. It's a state of being verb because it's saying that dangers exist. Where do the dangers exist? They exist in preposition, in what? The forest, object of the preposition, in the forest, prepositional phrase, ablative case. So what do we do with this word over here? There. There is an expletive, which literally means it's an extra word. Now it works in the sentence, there are dangers in the forest, but we could also say dangers are in the forest. So it's not entirely necessary. So let's diagram this and figure out what to do with this word. And then I'll show you what to do with it in Latin. So the subject goes on the subject side always. Dangers. Verb on the verb side. Are. Dangers are where? Where are these dangers? In. Forest. Object of the preposition on the straight line. In the forest. So we have the sentence diagrammed, and that's the entire sentence, but we still have to figure out what to do with this expletive. Since it's kind of an extra word, we actually diagram it as if it were an extra word, and it just kind of hovers above the subject off to the left. There. And there we go. There are dangers in the forest. That's how you diagram an expletive. Let's translate this into Latin. And we'll start with dangers. Pericula. Pericula or pericula in silva. Okay, what are we going to do with there are? Well, it turns out there are in Latin is one word. Pericula in silva sunt. And that's it. Pericula in silva sunt. Sunt means they are. It also means are. And it can also mean there are. Let's look at another example. There is a king in Germany. Subject of the sentence, king. Subject of the sentence, nominative case. Verb is, it's a state of being verb. It says that the king exists in Germany. This is in the past. They no longer have kings. In preposition, in where? In what land? Germany. Object of the preposition, in Germany. Prepositional phrase. In Latin, this goes into the ablative case. Is an article adjective. We don't need those. You don't need to translate those because they didn't have them in Latin. And then we have the expletive there. Right, let's diagram this. We'll start with the straight line and divide it. Subject on the subject side. King is, the king is where? In Germany. And we'll add the article adjective a. A king is in Germany. Or a king is in Germany. And then we'll put the expletive up here off to the left above the subject. There is a king in Germany. In Latin, Rex in Germania est. And there is right there because est can mean is, it can mean he, she, or it is, and it can also mean there is. So, the expletive is actually included in this verb here, est. Rex in Germania est. There is no peace in Gaul because Caesar is in Gaul. Whenever Caesar was around, there was always war and destruction. So, subject of the sentence, peace. Subject of the sentence, nominative case. What kind of peace or how much peace? No peace. No peace, what? Exists. State of being verb. No peace is. Is where? In Gaul. In preposition. In what? Gaul. Object of the preposition. That phrase goes into the ablative case. Why is there no peace in Gaul? Subordinating conjunction. Because Caesar. Subject of the clause. Nominative case. Caesar what? He is. State of being verb. He exists. He exists where? At the moment, in Gaul. Preposition is in, object of the preposition is Gaul, and the whole thing goes into the ablative case. There is no peace in Gaul because Caesar exists in Gaul. There is an expletive. Okay, let's diagram this one. This is going to be somewhat extensive. Make sure I leave myself some room here. So we'll put peace no peace is in Gaul. No peace is in Gaul. And we'll go ahead and put the expletive up here. There. There is no peace in Gaul. Why? Because, subordinating conjunction, because, and then we have the clause down here. Caesar is in Gaul. There is no peace in Gaul because Caesar is in Gaul. Let's translate this into Latin, and we'll start with peace. Pax nulla. Pax is peace in Latin, and pax is a feminine word, so we're going to use the feminine adjective nulla. So no peace. Pax nulla in Gallia est. Pax nulla in Gallia est quia, or quad. We could also use quad. Oops, mistake there. Q-U-O-D, quad. Pax nulla in Gallia est quad Caesar, Caesar, using ecclesiastical pronunciation, in, I'll have to drop down here, Gallia est. Pax nulla in Gallia est quia Caesar in Gallia est. Pax nulla in Gallia est quia Caesar in Gallia est. Last one. There are good roads in this land. Subject of the sentence, roads. Subject of the sentence, nominative case. What kind of roads? Good roads. That's an adjective. Also goes in the nominative case. Verb, are. It's a state of being verb because it's saying that these roads exist in this land. In is a preposition. In what? This land. Object of the preposition. In this land. Prepositional phrase. It's an ablative case. Which land? This land. That's a demonstrative adjective. Also goes into the ablative case because it's describing this ablative case word over here, land. And then we have the expletive there. Alright, so let's diagram this and then we'll translate it. Subject always on the subject side. Roads. Kind of roads. Adjective goes underneath the word it describes. Good roads. Good roads what? Good roads are. Verb always on the verb side. Good roads are where? In. And then the object of the preposition goes on a straight line off the slanted prepositional line. In land. Which land? This is an adjective. It's demonstrative adjective, so it goes underneath land. In this land. There are good roads in this land. All we have now is the expletive there, which, as you know, hovers above the subject. There are good roads in this land. In Latin, viae, it's plural. Via is road. Viae is plural. Viae bone. Viae bone. We have good land, or good roads. In hoc terra. Land is terra in Latin. That's where we get terrain and extraterrestrial. Terra. And hoc is the demonstrative adjective describing terra in the ablative case. We'll probably talk about that in a future lesson. So viae bone in hoc terrae, and then are, there are, sunt. Viae bone in hoc terrae, in hoc terra, sunt. Viae bone in hoc terra, sunt. Well, there you go. If you want to find out more about Latin, Greek, and English, check out DwaneThomas.com. Don't forget to subscribe below, and I'll see you next time, my friends.